Welcome to Simon Field on the DC Everest campus. The phrase of the day is blank is on the clock. I'm Chris Conley. We're getting ready for baseball on draft day in the NFL. It's Wausau West against DC Everest. These teams played a good one on Tuesday. Evergreens came from behind for a 5-4 win. West was trying to rally in the bottom of the seventh when Colin Ebersold came on and got the final out. We expect a good one again today. This is going to be one of the nicest days for baseball all season. Looking at a little bit of a breeze, which has died down. We were blowing out to left field during batting practice. Got to play under partly sunny skies, and we'll be at 65 degrees for first pitch, which is coming up in just a moment. The Evergreens are 5-3 overall. Wausau West arrives here with a 1-6 record. I'll tell you that West's record is deceptive. They are a better team than 1 win and 6 losses. Our pregame coverage today on Zaleski Sports is brought to you by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston. Wearing their cream road uniforms with blue numbers and trim, here's the Wausau West batting order. Tony Ifendano, the shortstop, will lead off. Travis Clotty, the catcher, hits second. Joe Gravine is the first baseman. He'll bat third. Jackson Albee, who I think is West's best players in center field, batting fourth. Cohen Bryant is the third baseman. He'll bat fifth. In right field, Ty Teske will bat sixth. Marshall Helke will hit for the pitcher. He'll be the designated hitter and will bat seventh. Lucas Hager, the pitcher for West, will not start. In left field is Ryder Schindler. He'll bat eighth. And Brennan Fickham will play second base and will bat ninth. Again for Wausau West, Ifendano, Clotty, Gravine, Albee, Bryant, Teske, Helke, Schindler, and Fickham. For the home DC Everest Evergreen, sliding up to the number 1 spot is left fielder Nevin Poppy. The shortstop, Colin Ebersold, will hit second. Nate Langbin may be shut down on the pitcher's mound, but he'll play third base and will bat third. Langbin hitting third. Jake Versamax in right field, hitting fourth. Cole Van Slyke, whose bat is heating up for the Evergreens, is at first base, and he'll bat fifth. Brennan Hochberger will be the designated hitter for the Evergreens, hitting for pitcher Jake Dvorak. Brennan Hochberger will hit sixth. Catcher Andrew Cotter is up a little in the batting order. He'll bat seventh. Logan George, the second baseman, eighth. And Pearson McDonald, the Evergreens center fielder, will bat ninth. For the homestanding Evergreens in their perfect white uniforms, green numerals and gold trim, Poppy, Ebersold, Langbin, Versamack, Van Slyke, Hochberger, Cotter, George, and McDonald. As we said, an almost perfect day for baseball. For how miserable it was on Tuesday with all that rain blowing around, we are rewarded with a real nice one today. The crowd at Simon Field comes to its feet for the national anthem.
Now we ask those who are able to please rise, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Thursday afternoon baseball, DC Everest and Wausau West. First pitch when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At AutoSelect, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable, with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to AutoSelect on Schofield Avenue in Weston. At AutoSelect, you're good to go.
Moms, dads, and granddads, too. Hi, I'm Chris Conley, talking about who the official scorekeeper is for today's game, why it's me. And, of course, I'm generous of heart. Everything looks like a hit to me, which is why, like you heard, parents, grandparents, and players, they all love me. We saw Jake Dvorak, the Everest right-hander who's taking his warm-up throws. We saw him earlier in the season. I believe we saw him pitch against Eau Claire North, a game that the Evergreens won. Here's the defense behind him. Nevin Poppy's in left field. Pearson McDonald's the center fielder, and Jake Versimak is in right. Nate Langdon plays third base for the Evergreens. Colin Ebersold's the shortstop. Logan George at second, and Cole Van Slyke at first. Everest battery, that's senior Andrew Cotter. Warming up junior Jake Dvorak. Again, Tuesday's game was kind of a weird one. The lead went back and forth a couple of times. The weather kind of factored into the game, too. We had like all 4 seasons in an afternoon over at Wausau West. It was sunny for a while. Then it clouded over and started to rain, got very windy for a time, and then settled down towards the later innings. Springtime in Wisconsin, right? Right. When we first arrived at the ballpark, we noted that Wausau West is kind of in their cream uniforms. DC Everest is in the perfectly white, snow-white white. But the uniforms don't contrast all that much. So put the Zaleski Sports broadcast, cast it to your big screen TV. You'll see the difference. Tony Ifendano to lead off and get us underway. First pitch from Dvorak. First ball swinging, and it's a fly to left center field. Overs the center fielder McDonald. The wind plays games with it. It's off his glove. It's a double. Got to score that an error. It went off the glove of center fielder Pearson McDonald, even though it was not an easy play.
Now batting the catcher, number 19, Travis Clotti.
If it's in the pocket of the glove, that's got to be caught. And I think Pearson McDonald, who's a good defensive center fielder, will tell you that. During the national anthem, the wind was perfectly calm. Wind is picked up a little bit for first pitch. Wausau West sends out a courtesy runner. Or is that Ifendano who's still there at second base? I think it is. I think he went in to drop off his batting gloves. Here's Travis Clotti up high for ball one. So Dvorak's got to kind of work around a play that should have been made in center field. And I think Wausau West may want to be more aggressive at the plate here. First ball swinging. Here's another fly ball. This one also the wind is dancing around with. Jake Versimak is sure-handed, though. Versimak caught it off to the side. There's the first out. No advance for the runner.
Now batting the first baseman, number 1, Joe Gravine.
Game coverage today is brought to you by Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. One out, Joe Gravine to hit. Long set. Off the plate. Bouncing ball. Bobbled. Everybody's going to be safe. You know what? That ball was deep in the hole. I'm not sure that either Langdon, the shortstop, or Ebersold was going to make a throw on that. I think that's a hit.
Now batting the center fielder, number 14, Jackson Albee.
Runners at first and third. I mean, even though that went off a glove, that deep in the hole, I'm not sure either shortstop or third baseman is going to make a throw strong enough to first base. Here's Jackson Albee. Just where they want Albee to hit with runners in scoring position. First and third, one out. Albee is first ball swinging down the right field line. It is foul in the corner. If you were thinking that we would start at 4:30 this year, all Wisconsin Valley Conference games begin at 5, whether it's April or May. In past seasons, April games have started at 4:30. May games move back a half hour to 5 o'clock. I don't know, start at 5. More parents have a chance to wrap up their workday, maybe miss only the first inning or two, get to the ballpark right on time. Or you can find out what the relationship is like with your boss if you can leave a little early. It's a long strike on Jackson Albee. Lot of first ball swinging here in the first inning from Wausau West, trying to get after Jake Dvorak, and the approach has been good so far, trying to break through for a run. Off speed, hit him, and the bases are loaded with Warriors.
Now batting the second baseman, number 12, Cohen Bryant.
Tony Ifendano is the runner at third. Joe Gravine is at second, and Jackson Albee at first for Cohen Bryant. And wouldn't you know, with the bases loaded, where you can't afford a walk, up comes Cohen Bryant, the shortest kid on the Wausau West team. So this is the smallest strike zone that Dvorak's going to pitch to all day. And the first pitch is up high, ball 1. In at the corners, double play depth at short and second. 1 ball, no strikes. Coming home off the plate and foul, 1-1. A sharply hit ball to third base or to first. All you have to do is throw home. Catcher Andrew Cotter just needs to step on the dish. 1 out. 1-1 pitch coming home. On the outside corner, 1-2. You know, people who are students of pitching will tell you that in a batting sequence, 1 ball and 1 strike, the pitch that follows, is the most important pitch in the at-bat. It determines if the batter or the pitcher will be in command. Pitchers count here at 1-2 coming home. That hit him. No, foul ball? Foul ball. Boy, that came inside. I thought that Bryant was trying to check his swing, went off his bat. No argument from Wausau West, so we'll stay at 1-2. Strikeout sure helps the cause here. Bases loaded, just underway, top of the first. Coming home. Off speed pitch. Grounder to the shortstop. No one's covering second, and no out recorded. Boy, the second baseman, Logan George, was moving over, thinking that he might make a play behind the bag. No one covering second, and the throw to first not in time. It's an infield hit to bring in a run, although it sure is a mental error for the Evergreens. 1-0 Warriors. And boy, Everest should have recorded an out there, and the drop ball in the outfield. Everest should be out of this inning. Ty Teske to hit now. Base is still full, and a run's in. Down low for a ball. Boy, this is not the start that the Evergreens had in mind here. Evergreens want time, and Coach Dave Langman will go out and talk to Jake Dvorak. Yeah, the Evergreens have not helped themselves in this inning. And the visit to the mound, Coach Langman is not so much talking to his pitcher, he's talking to his infield. On the ground ball to short that was behind the bag, he said, we need an out there. And instead they got nothing. This inning started off with a ball where center fielder Pearson McDonald had to go back on it, but it went off his glove. It was in his glove and popped out. So we've got 1 actual error, a mental error to follow, and there's still only 1 out and the bases are full. 1-0 pitch to Ty Teske. Down low, didn't miss by much, but it's 2-0. Dvorak's got to throw a strike here. Teske, left-handed bat, should be ready to pick out and jump on something he likes. 2-0 pitch. And it's down in left field. Another run will come in. They'll hold the runner behind him at third base. So playing it station to station, back-to-back hits, and Teske drives in a run. 2-0 Warriors. So Wausau West's going to play in front for today's game.
Number 6, Marshall Helke.
Wasn't a particularly hard hit ball, but got down in front of left fielder Nevin Poppy. Here's Marshall Helke, the DH. He hits for Wausau West pitcher Lucas Hager. First ball swinging here. Fly ball. This is going to be deep enough to get a run in. Going back, and it's over the head of Nevin Poppy. Again, no out recorded. Another run will score. That didn't hit Poppy's glove, so it can't be assessed as an error. But again, it's a misplayed ball. A hit and an RBI on what should have been an out. So the Evergreens have given Wausau West, 6 outs here in this inning. And it's 3-0. Ryder Schindler will hit. And at least for right now, the Everest defense just looks horrible. Worst we've seen in a while. Strike 1. Jake Dvorak deserves a lot better. Misplayed ball in center, now a misplayed ball in left. This inning should have been over a while ago. And West has a chance to tack on more runs. Still only 1 out, and the bases are full. A ball and a strike. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. That was Coach Greg Langbin overruling the official scorer here. And here's a ground ball to short. Get 1 at second, back to first, not in time. The Evergreens get an out, a badly needed out, but Ryan Schindler on a fielder's choice brings another run in. Cohen Bryant, the runner from third, scores. And here comes the 9th batter to hit for Wausau West. Brennan Fictum, who did some of the pitching in yesterday's game, playing second base today. Looking to bunt. Pulls that back with 2 outs. That's a weird look. Called for a strike, 0-1. Not a squeeze. Runner at third base, not going anywhere. Phantom sign? Yeah, something like that. 0-1 pitch. Runner is going. The Evergreens do not throw down. Runner from first base moves up to second, and West has 2 in scoring position now. You know what? Now, the Evergreens haven't even gotten on the bat yet, but this becomes a big moment in this first inning. Down 4-0, a hit to the outfield makes it 6-0. 2 more runs would come in if Fictum can hit safely. So the Evergreens need this out. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Yeah, I mean, at 4-0, you'd say, gee, there's a huge amount of baseball left. Who knows? Maybe this is just going to be a high-scoring afternoon. Down 6-0, it just feels like a really deep hole. A ball and 2 strikes. Dvorak's coming home. Down low. Off the plate, 2-2. Was hoping that Fictum would go for that. He did not. Two balls, 2 strikes, looking to end the inning here. Bouncing ball to short. Ebersold's got to throw across the diamond. Got him. Well, you know what? It's a 6-run first inning, and it could have been more. 4 runs, 3 hits. There were 2 errors, a mental mistake in the field for sure, too. Wausau West plays from in front. 4-0, Evergreens coming to bat in the bottom of the first when we're right back on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Professional Auto, Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business. Family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
I'm Chris Conley. Here come the Evergreens, trailing 4-0. Everest bats, yet to be heard from. Lucas Hager is taking his warm-up tosses. Let's set the Wausau West defense. In the outfield, that's Ryder Schindler in left. Jackson Albies in center. Ty Teskey is in right. The infield, Cohen Bryant is the third baseman. Tony Ifendano is the shortstop. Brennan Fictum's at second base and Joe Gravine's at first base. The West Battery, Travis Clotty is catching. Lucas Hager, who seems like he's been playing varsity sports. He's a multi-sport athlete. Seems like he's been at West forever. Coverage today is brought by the Greenheck Group, the global leader in creating movement and control equipment. Greenheck is one of Wausau's largest employers and the perfect place to take the next step in your career. See if Greenheck is right for you. Visit greenheck.com. That's greenheck.com. Got a softball score update. I mean, everyone in the Wisconsin Valley Conference will be looking in on the Smash Everest softball game. They're continuing a game that was suspended from earlier in the season. Sixth inning, Smash leads 1-0. Then a regularly scheduled game to follow. Here's Nevin Poppy, who misplayed a ball in left. Poppy will lead off today and will look to make amends against Lucas Hager. Outside, ball one. Lucas has pretty good velocity. See what the control is like. And Evergreens would like some base runners. Try and get a couple of, don't have to get it all back. Just would like to be heard from. Checked his swing outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Righty to righty to start us off here in the bottom of the first. And this is a well-hit ball to left. Left fielder is over. It's in the gap. That Ryan Schindler couldn't catch up with, and Nevin Poppy starts the Evergreens off with a leadoff double. That ball looked like it had enough hang time maybe for Schindler to get over on it. It did not. It was kind of blown away from him. Now Colin Ebersold to hit. What we initially scored as a hit has now been charged as an error to Ebersold in the first inning. Bobbled a ball hit to his left behind second base. Yeah, the Evergreens gave Wausau West 6 outs in the first inning. 2 errors and a misplayed ball in the outfield. First pitch to Ebersold, that breaks in. Hard cutter for a strike. Again, I think the Evergreens would be perfectly satisfied getting, 1 or 2 runs back here? Feels like you'd live to fight another day. Dvorak's going to settle down when the Evergreens are back out in the field. Outside and away, it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Did I see that the Brewers came from behind earlier today? Yes, they did. Home run in the 8th, insurance run in the 9th. 7-5 win to split their 4 games in Pittsburgh. 1-1 pitch. Inside out swing to right field. Caught. Runner is tagging and goes halfway and then retreats. Throw was offline, too, from Ty Teskey. No way of knowing that, but if Nevin Poppy was committed to going, he would have had third base easily. You know what the flip side of that is. Down 4-0, you can't be afforded to make outs on the bases. Here's Nate Langman with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. You know, I feel sorry for Nate with the sore shoulder, which is going to just interrupt his pitching schedule for the rest of the year. I kind of feel sorry for us, too, because watching Nate Langman pitch is just an absolute joy. I mean, it's rare that you see someone with so many pitching skills at the high school level. I feel like we are kind of cheated out of seeing him work in his senior year. 1 ball, no strikes. Down low, 2 balls, no strikes. Runners going to third, safe. Into the outfield. Evergreens are going to try and score this run. And they do. Stolen base and an error on the throw that gets into the outfield. Evergreens get a run back. So, I mean, that wasn't a good throw from the outfield from Ryder Schindler. So both teams' defense, not so much here in the first inning. Back at home plate, it's 2 balls and no strikes to Nate Langman. On the upside, I'm glad that we still get to see Nate play, that he's able to play third base and hit. Nate swings a good bat. 2-0, laid off that, it's a strike, 2-1. 4-1, and the bases are now empty with 1 out. On the inside corner, strike 2. So Lucas Hager seems to be finding his spot now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Long set, coming home. Off the plate, third baseman plays a tricky hop and throws him out. That's a nice play from Cohen Bryant. 2 down and none on. Here comes Big Jake Versamak. Camping World of Rothschild is just off I-39 with a huge inventory of new and used RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and campers. Treat yourself to memories that'll last a lifetime. Camping World of Rothschild. Versamak was the one Everest outfielder in their half of the first inning that was sure-handed. Versamak fought the wind and made a catch in right field. Strike 1. Yeah, it seems like the team that settles down first will have an advantage today. Cutter is outside, 1-1. Yeah, Hager throws a pitch that's got a break on it, but is still pretty hard. High velocity and tails away from the right-handed batters. Long set, 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2 balls and a strike. Everest baseball fans, got a scheduling note for you here on Zaleski Sports, something that's not on your schedule from the original start of the season. We had a rainout against Wausau East. That game is going to be made up back on the schedule this Monday, and that will be a Zaleski Sports game. So we'll be here at Simon Field, Evergreens and Lumberjacks. We've got a date on Monday afternoon, 5 o'clock start. That pitch was outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Cole Van Slyke awaits on deck. A lot of line drives coming off of Cole's bat lately. Strike at the knees, 3-2. I don't know, I'd love to see the inning continue. See Cole Van Slyke get a chance to hit with a runner on base. Gapper could bring in another. Let's see if Jake Versamak can get on board. 3-2 pitch, 2 outs, coming home. Up high, ball 4. And Cole Van Slyke will indeed get a turn.
Now batting the first baseman, number 18, Cole Van Slyke.
The banana yellow and blue bat. Straight from the Savannah Bananas Pro Shop. Throw over to first, runners back. Come on, who says you can't have fun playing baseball? Van Slyke's part of an Everest hockey team during the winter that's got a lot of kids coming back from this year. They played 500 hockey and have enough experience that bigger things may be ahead this coming winter. Strike 1 to Cole. Runner at first and 2 outs. Evergreen's got 1 run back. Would like a little more out of this bottom of the first inning. Off the plate. Cole was out in front a little bit. No balls, 2 strikes. Cole's looking down for a sign at first base. Hit and run on here, maybe? Versamak's got pretty good speed at first base. He's not going. Tapped, foul. West with 4 runs in the first on the benefit of just 3 hits. Aided by 2 errors and another misplayed ball that scored a hit but went over the left fielder's head. Should have been caught. Evergreens with 1 run here. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, and Cole Van Slyke's at-bat comes to an end. Evergreens get a double from Nevin Poppy and get 1 run back. It's 1 inning complete. Wausau West 4, DC Everest 1 on Zaleski Sports.
Axis Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating, but with Axis Insurance you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at AxisInsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Well, that first inning took forever. 5 runs between our two teams. West leads 4-1, and we've reached the top of the second. West sent 9 batters to the plate in the first inning. Tony Ifendano, who reached on an error the first time up, will hit here. Found himself on second base after a misplayed ball in the outfield. He's first ball swinging. That's a fair ball just inside third base. Ifendano flops into second base safely with a double. Travis Clotty flew out to right his first time up. So Ifendano, even though his first at-bat he got on via an error, that was a well-hit ball. And then smacks one into the left field corner. So Ifendano's been swinging a hot bat in today's game. First pitch to Clotty is outside. I guess here only in the second inning, what's a little bit of a concern for the Evergreens is that Jake Dvorak's pitch count is already high. The Evergreens are going to need other pitching to get through this afternoon. 1 ball and no strikes. Took something off this. Slow ball caught by the shortstop, Colin Ebersol, charging in. Runner does not advance. Gravine singled his last time up. Long set for Dvorak, checks the runner at second, pitches down low. Andrew Cotter had that pop out of his glove, but did a good job keeping it in front of him. Fleet Farm says pick up all your pet's favorites from Fleet Farm. Everything you need, food and treats, toys and health products under one roof, and all the brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pet's everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. 1-0, close, but judged to be just outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Aimed that one, and it's down low, 3-0 to Gravine. Both teams scored in the first, 4 for West, 1 for Everest. 4-1 now. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Coming home, aimed that one well in front of the plate. Runners going down to third. The throw there. Wow, Nate Langman wasn't expecting that throw. Third baseman Langman was surprised that the throw came down and got his glove on that ball just before it went into left field. Stolen base and a walk puts runners on the corners for West. And again, that's kind of the way this first, 1 innings has been for the Evergreens. Like defensively, kind of sleepwalking through this afternoon. West may have lost 6 of their first 7 games, but you got to show up. Throw over, runners back. Here's Jackson Albee. Albee was hit by a pitch his first time. Hit him again. Albee turned his back towards him, almost hit him underneath the bottom part of his helmet. The bases are loaded. There's only 1 out. Now another conference at the mound. See if we have a pitching change here. Yes, we will. Jake Dvorak's afternoon is done. 1 1/3 innings. The defense was not all that good behind him. Logan Cherrick will come in to pitch for Evergreens. Logan's a senior. Logan is a lefty. He'll take his warm-up tosses with the bases full of Warriors. Ifendano's at third, Gravine's at second, and Albee's at first. Everest defense gathers behind the pitcher's mound. Outfielders huddle up in center field. Merrill Steel is your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Now we're ready to go. Cohen Bryant to bat. And even though the bases are loaded, and it's got the feeling of a high-scoring afternoon, the Evergreens bring the infield in, looking to cut down this run at the plate. Cherrick, the new pitcher, comes in with the bases full of Warriors. First ball swinging. Foul ball down the first base side. I don't know. Wausau West so far in the game has been aggressive early in the count. I get that. But with the bases loaded and a new pitcher, I'm making him throw me a strike first. Just one of the things in baseball you can argue all different ways. Cherrick coming home, fly ball to right. Is it deep enough for a run? Caught there by Versimak. Runner is tagging, cut off. It's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Cohen Bryant. Wausau West gets back the run that the Evergreens put up in the bottom of the first inning. 5-1 now.
Now batting the right fielder, Ty Teske.
Ty Teske singled. Got a run batted in. He was up with the bases loaded. Wausau West played it station to station. West still has runners on first and third. There are 2 outs. Lefty versus lefty. So Cherrick holds the cards in this spot. 1 ball and no strikes. I guess when you have this lefty versus lefty matchup, for a left-handed batter, hitting left-handed pitching is just difficult. So you want a challenge here. Sure don't want to be giving up walks. Swing and a miss. Runners going. Throw is wild into the outfield and not far enough to score a run. Wow, I thought that was. The runner at third base, as he was breaking for home, slipped and retreated back to third base. Boy, that's a bad throw to second base that should have cost the Evergreens a run, and it did not. So we stay at 5-1. It's 1 ball and 1 strike back at the plate to Ty Teske. Yeah, needed the bigger spikes, right? Slipping at third base on that throw to the outfield. Cost West another run, 5-1. Swing and fouled back, 1-2. Cherrick is looking to stop the bleeding. Runners on second and third, 1-2 strikes. 1 pitch away from ending the inning here. Breaks in and called strike 3. Ty Teske looks at one that brings the inning to a close. West gets 1 run. It's 5-1, but they leave 2 more in scoring position, and that runner who slipped down at third base cost the Warriors a run. We'll go to the bottom of the second, 5-1, West leading DC Everest. This is Zaleski Sports.
For me, for Green Heck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Heck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here.
I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
I'm Karen from the Hearing House. Ignoring hearing loss can have many negative effects on your body and your life. Even if you don't realize it, it can affect your mind, your relationships, the way you feel, the way you act, your activities. Hearing loss is so much more than not hearing what people are saying. That's why at the Hearing House we're so passionate about what we do, because we see the changes in people's lives.
So call us if you're ready to find out if we can help you.
Make your house a hearing house.
Welcome back to Simon Field, where Wausau West is looking to split the season series with DC Everest. On Tuesday, the Evergreens were 5-4 winners. West has a 5-1 lead now. Brennan Hochberger will lead off for the Evergreens. He was the DH. When he found out he was DHing, he thought he was DHing for Jake Dvorak. Dvorak, the Evergreens pitcher, out of the game after retiring just 4 batters. So Hochberger now is DHing for Logan Cherrick. Up high, ball 1 from Lucas Hager. Again, what do you want the mindset to be for the Evergreens? That this game is early. And this game has the feeling of an afternoon where a lot of runs are going to be scored. 1-0 pitch. Hit to center field. Albee is coming in, and Jackson Albee makes the catch. Hochberger is the first out. Here's Andrew Cotter, Everest catcher. 1 out and nobody on. We're brought to you by Backy's Family Chiropractic in Rothschild. Personalized chiropractic care for a family-oriented atmosphere. They can help any age patients from a few days old to moms and dads trying to keep up with the kids. No matter what issue your body is battling, migraines, anxiety, stress, or youth issues, let Backy Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. Get that? Give you back the life you do. Chiropractor. That's clever. Here's Andrew Cotter. Off the plate, yeah, that hit Cotter. Ouch. You think just by being the starting catcher you'd get all the nicks and bruises. There you get one while you're batting. And catcher Travis Clotty is going to make a quick trip to the mound here. Cotter was the Evergreen starting catcher last year. Started off at the plate almost as cold as you can be, and then towards the middle and late parts of the season, he swung the hottest bat in the Everest lineup. 1-1 pitch on the outside corner. Strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes. Against a left-handed batter, that's a great spot for Hager to hit. Reaches out and sends that to center field. Just a few steps back. Jackson Albee almost didn't have to move. 2 flyouts to center field, 2 up, 2 down. Here's Logan George.
Now batting the second baseman, number 7, Logan George.
Evergreens have won 2 conference games and have lost 2 conference games. 2-2 into today's play. Wins over Wausau East and earlier this week over Wausau West. 2 losses to Spash. First ball swinging, a grounder to second base. Fictum has it, and that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Lucas Hager, Wausau West pitcher. 2 innings complete. It's Wausau West 5, DC Everest 1 on Zaleski Sports.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Top of the third, Wausau West on a 4-run lead, and they'll send the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in their batting order up. Helke, Schindler, and Fictum will all be hitting for the first time against Logan Cherrick.
Number 6, Marshall Helke.
We can complete the pitching line on the Everest starter Jake Dvorak, who left after 1 1/3 innings. Charged with 5 runs, but only 2 of them were earned. The Evergreens committed 2 errors and had some misplayed balls behind him. Didn't strike out anyone, didn't walk anyone, hit 2 batters. One of the 2 hit batsmen came around to score. Down low to Marshall Helke, ball 1. You know, before seeing what's happened before us today at Simon Field, I would have told you that the Everest defense is better than a year ago. Lifted ball to left, coming in, Nevin Poppy's got it. And for the first time this afternoon, the Evergreens defense has retired the lead batter. Schindler bounced into a fielder's choice. Evergreens got a much-needed out in that 4-run first inning. Schindler was left stranded on the bases. That first inning, the 4-run first inning, ended with runners at second and third, so West could have done more damage. First ball swinging, shortstop Ebersol plays the tricky hop, threw him out. 2 up and 2 down. Boy, this would be just what Everest needs, an easy inning. Fictum bounced out to short. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, I mean, what's the job of the Everest relief pitcher Logan Cherrick here? To restore order in this game. Got a couple of holds and see if the team's offense can get going. 2 outs and none on. Strike at the knees. We're brought to you today by Express Employment. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. No balls, 1 strike. Took something off, and that breaks in for strike 2. That's a nice pitch from Logan Cherrick. Started on the outside part of the plate, broke right into the strike zone. 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2. Long set here for Cherrick. Coming home with the bases empty and 2 outs. Took something off there. It's bounced back to the pitcher. Cherrick spins around, throws to first. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Sherrick, since coming in, has given up a sacrifice fly but's retired all 5 batters that he's faced. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Wausau West 5, DC Everest 1 on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
We'd like to welcome in all of our Wausau West viewers to today's Zaleski Sports coverage. Normally, these Wausau West games are on the radio on WXCO. I don't see their microphones here. So if you're a West fan and you found our Zaleski Sports broadcast, my name's Chris Conley. Glad to have you with us. Evergreen send 9, 1, and 2 in the batting order. Pearson McDonald ready to take his turn against Lucas Hager, followed by Nevin Poppy and Colin Ebersold. Again, the Evergreens looking to chip away at a 4-run deficit. Hager long set, coming home, up high, ball 1 to Pearson McDonald. Evergreens have 1 hit. Nevin Poppy led off the bottom of the first with a double. That's up high 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, what would you want from Lucas Hager? Pitching with a 4-run lead, throw strikes. No free passes. Lucas has struck out 1 and walked 1 so far today. Ready with a 2-0 pitch, leg kick, inside, 3 balls and no strikes. Pearson McDonald is not your typical number 9 hitter. He's at the bottom of the Everest order because he gets on base a lot, can set the table for the guys at the top of the order right behind him. I think with the Evergreens needing base runners, I think he's taking here. 3-0 pitch, taking all the way. It's inside. It's a 4-pitch walk to open up the 3rd inning. And P-Max got pretty good speed at first base. Again, I'm not sure you're looking to steal second down by 4 runs. Nevin Poppy with a line drive in the gap in left center his first time up. Got himself a double. Throw over to first. McDonald is back. Again, if I'm Lucas Hager, I think I'm looking to get an out. The batter in front of me is probably more important than that runner at first base. Working with a 5-1 lead. Throw over to first again. Runners back. So, I mean, the inning opens with a 4-pitch walk, and now you have what appears to be a distracted pitcher. Throw over again, and the runner is back. Our high school game remains old-fashioned. We don't have clocks and engagements and timeouts like they do now in Major League Baseball. Shorter lead at first base, coming home, swing and foul back to the catcher's mitt for strike 1. I smell that too. We smell popcorn wafting from the concession stand below us up here. Just off the outside corner, 1-1. Hager kind of looked in like he thought that was a strike. Again, the Evergreens would love to generate a little more traffic on the bases. Everest was 3 up, 3 down in the second. Have a leadoff base runner on via a walk here in the third. Throwing over again, back safely. We probably don't say this enough, but here at Simon Field, the amount of foul ground on the first base side is tremendous. If you throw wildly, that runner's going to take 2 bases. Another reason why I don't like the pickoff throws to first. Runner is going after all. Swing and a miss and a stolen base into the outfield. A steal and a throwing error on the catcher will move Pearson McDonald all the way down to third base. That's Wausau West's second error of the afternoon. So now Lucas Hager will not have to worry about the runner trying to steal home. Back at the plate, a ball and 2 strikes to Nevin Poppy, who's looking to put the ball in play here. West keeps the infield back, so on a grounder in the infield, they give up a run. Swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Yeah, Poppy went around. I think he did. He's a strikeout victim. Here's Colin Ebersold. Again, what's Ebersold's job here? Put the ball in play. With the infield back and Wausau West leading by 4, they'll trade a run for an out here. So any ground ball probably gets that runner in from third base. Cohen Bryant, the third baseman, is cheating in a little bit. First pitch to Ebersold, swinging to center field. Albee dives. That's trapped. No, they're saying he caught that? Oh, my. He caught that. And the runner left from third base and is going to be doubled off, I think. I'm not sure the runner held the base long enough. They're saying that that's a catch. I thought that was a trap in center field, but the umpire is much closer to it than I am. And now the question is whether the runner at third held long enough. They're going to appeal back to third base, I think, and see if this is a double play. Meanwhile, Colin Ebersold, who thinks that was down for a hit, Ebersold staying at first base. And now they're saying the infield umpire who had first signaled out is now saying hit. That's the way I saw it up here. And again, we don't have a replay, so slow it down if you're watching on our Zaleski Sports YouTube channel. See what we got here. Yeah, your friendly announcer's initial call is going to stand. Colin Ebersold gets a hit on the sinker that Albee thought that he came up with, tried to sell like he did. Ebersold instead gets himself an RBI. No out recorded on the play. And here's Nate Langman. 5-2 now. And still only 1 out. Throw over to first. Runners back. Ebersold's speed, 100% average. He's not fast. He's not slow. Again, Nate Langman's hitting third in the order. Runners going. Hitting runs on. Throw down to second. Almost into the outfield again. Shortstop backing up. I don't know. Ebersold looked pretty good to me there. Got down to second quickly. Back at home plate, that was a ball to Nate Langman. 1-0. So if Langman gets a hit to the outfield, brings that run around, this game just got interesting, right? Everest trailing by 3 and a runner in scoring position. Langman fouls that off. Tried to time up his swing, was a little in front of it. 1-1. I don't know, the key play in the inning is the diving attempt by Jackson Albee. When I get home, I'm going to slow that down. Put it up on the big Conley Palatial 72-inch plasma TV. See what it looks like. Corrected count. It's no balls and 2 strikes to Nate Langman here. First pitch in the sequence was a strike. So 0-2 and coming home. This is popped up on the right field side. Is it out of play? Out of play. Foul ball. Yeah, Langman's running the bases. Foul ball. That cleared the fence, but was on the wrong side of the foul pole. Nate Langman saying, gee, I couldn't have hit it any further. Instead, just a long, no balls, 2 strikes. Again, it's just kind of a weird moment, an obvious foul ball, and Nate Langman circling the bases. Home plate umpire had both hands up, indicating foul almost immediately. Inside-out swing to right field. This is sinking. It's a long run, and that's also in foul territory. Ty Teske couldn't catch up with that. The first swing on the longer foul ball looked a lot better than that one. It's kind of a looping swing to more shallow right field, but also in foul ground. Langman's 0 for 1 today, grounded out to third base his first time up. Still waiting on an 0-2 pitch with Jake Versamak on deck for the Evergreens. Coming home, fouled off. So it seems like Nate Langman's been at no balls and 2 strikes forever in this at-bat. He's been a tough customer. Fouled the last 3 off. Yes, that is Mr. Conley's phone. We'll shut it off right now. Funny, when I'm at the radio station, my day-to-day stuff, I remember to turn my phone off, and then it's off for the rest of the day. No one can get a hold of me. Ground ball past the shortstop and into center field. Nate Langman, that was a good at-bat. Fouled off a lot of pitches. He's going to try and take second. The throw not cut off, and Langman's back into scoring position. An RBI, the Evergreens inch a run closer, and Nate Langman advances on the throw. Yeah, that ball should have been cut off. Should not have been allowed to come through. So the Evergreens, after all that, bring the tying run up to the plate.
Now batting the right fielder, Jake Versamak.
I've noted that there are certain days when I'm happiest when no one can get a hold of me. When the phone rings and it's an actual phone call, tell me if this is not true. It's never good news, right? Good news comes by text or from email. An actual phone call? Mr. Conley, we've got some bad news for you. Versamak takes a ball low. Evergreens have 2 more hits in this inning. And more importantly, 2 more runs in, 5-3. Still only 1 out. Langman's in scoring position at second. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Versamak. Ground ball to second. Second baseman throws over. Fictum has retired Versamak. That's the second out. Langman crosses over to third base.
Now batting the first baseman, Cole Van Slyke.
Cole Van Slyke struck out to end the 1-run first inning. Get a chance to drive in a run here. 2 outs and a runner at third base. Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston's been providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance at Auto Select. You're good to go. It's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston. That one's away from Lucas Hager. 1 ball and no strikes. If Hager gives up the run at third base, tell me that the pressure's not on him. He will have squandered a 5-1 lead. Let the Evergreens right back into this game. 1 ball and no strikes to Van Slyke. Off the plate, bouncing ball. Short hop. Got to throw over to first. It's in the dirt and dug out by Joe Gravine. Nice play by the first baseman. So the Evergreens get 2 runs, but leave a runner stranded at third base. Our new score at the end of 3. It's anyone's ball game again. 5-3 Wausau West on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
At Abbey Bank, we understand the importance of your financial journey.
Experience the future of banking with our cutting-edge digital solutions. Access your accounts anytime, anywhere, seamlessly. But we're more than just digital convenience. Step into any one of our branches and feel the warmth of personalized service. We're not just a bank, we're part of your community. Discover the difference at Abbey Bank, where we make banking about you.
To the top of the fourth we go. Top of the batting order for Wausau West. Tony Ifindano has been swinging a hard bat. 2 line drives, reached on an error in center field, and then had a gapping double. It is his first time facing Logan Cherrick. His first 2 at-bats were against the Everest starter, Jake Dvorak. Inside out swing to right field. Versamak reaches up and makes the catch. Logan Cherrick is now retired 6 in a row. And what's one of the things that has made this Everest comeback possible in this game? Logan Cherrick has been really good in relief. Travis Clotty is 0 for 2. Popped out to right, popped out to short. Inside, almost hit him. Clotty skips out of the way for a ball. Axis Insurance says whatever your concerns for personal life or business, the Axis Insurance Company will let you know you're taken care of. Auto, home, business, life, disability, no matter what your needs, look to Axis Insurance and rest easy. AxisInsurance.net. Their business revolves around you. There's a strike, 1-1. Cherrick, too. Boy, you make the job so much easier when you pitch from in front. Cherrick's been consistently in or around the strike zone. And again, he's a lefty. Some teams struggle against left-handed pitchers. Boy, the Evergreens struggled against the left-handers mightily. Off speed and just getting a chance to foul that back is Clotty. 1-2. Glad you're looking in for our Zaleski Sports coverage. Really nice day. 65 at first pitch. Little bit of a breeze out to right field. 1-2 pitch. Cherrick to Clotty just missed. Close. 2-2. Even at 5-1, Wausau West's lead in this game has never really felt safe, has it? Evergreens trying to dig out. Breaking ball is outside. Count fills up to Travis Clotty. One of the few Warriors who has not been on base in today's game. Evergreens trailed 4-0 and 5-1. 5-3 now seems a little more manageable, doesn't it? 3-2 pitch. And past shortstop Ebersol into center field. Clotty gets a hit. A 1-out base runner for the Warriors.
Now batting the first baseman, Joe Gravine.
Wausau West now 5 runs on 5 hits. Joe Gravine walked and singled.
Courtesy runner for the Warriors, number 33, Ethan Silvers.
Ethan Silvers, courtesy runner at first base. Gravine took a long look down at his third base coach, see if the hit and run's on. It was not. He fouls off the first pitch. Strike 1. The Hearing House provides personalized hearing health care from 5 convenient locations throughout central Wisconsin. Give Karen or Todd a call and schedule an appointment today. Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Neilsville, or Marshfield. Make your house a hearing house. Yeah, this is the first base runner down at first base that Cherrick has allowed. That's low, 1-1. Cherrick came in with the bases loaded. Was greeted by a sacrifice fly to right field. Had retired everyone he'd seen since then till Clotty's single up the middle. 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out. Coming home. Popped up. Behind home plate, is there a play? Nope, it's into the bleachers here at Simon Field. A ball and 2 strikes. Cherrick is in his 3rd inning of work. 1 strikeout, no walks, and 1 hit. Remember when I was a kid, they used to call relief pitchers firemen. You come in to put out fires. Logan Sherrick has done that. 1-2 pitch. Coming home. Breaks in. Strike 3. Logan Sherrick breaks that over the outside corner for the second out.
Now back to center fielder Jackson Albee.
Jackson Albee will be happy that someone other than Jake Dvorak is going to throw to him here. Albee's been hit by 2 pitches. Again, in the Evergreens 2-run bottom of the third, the big moment was whether Albee dove and whether he came up with the ball. Field umpire initially said yes and then ruled no. Fouled off. Albee's a coach's kid. Yeah, he's a good ball player. Plays a good defensive center field and hits like crazy. I mean, Albee's bat is so good he's in the cleanup spot, but Albee's got speed too. Get on base, he can steal a base too. No balls, 1 strike. Coming home, swing and a miss. Big cut. He's looking to put that one out onto the football practice field. Instead, it's no balls and 2 strikes. I think this next pitch from Sherrick's going to be something outside of the strike zone. See if he can entice Albee, get him on the cheap. Runners going. Ball's put in play, fouled off down the first base side. Over the chain link fence and in the road. We're glad that Axis Insurance sponsors our Zaleski sports coverage. In past years, sometimes like we play a weekend game or a doubleheader on a Saturday, a lot of traffic on the road down the first base side. Parking lot bingo at any time. Counts no balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs and a man on first. Sherrick. And through the left side. Albee's got a hit. First and second now as the inning continues for Cohen Bryant.
Now batting the second baseman, Cohen Bryant.
Bryant has an RBI from the second inning. Sacrifice fly to right field. And reached on an error. Evergreen's trying to keep this a 2-run game. This is the first inning where Logan Sherrick has had any kind of trouble at all. First ball swinging to right. Versamak going back. He's got a beat on it, reaches up and makes the catch. The inning comes to an end. Versamak retires Cohen Bryant. West gets 2 hits, but no runs. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. West 5, DC Everest 3 on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to J&D Tube Benders. Here at J&D, we strive to meet our customers' requirements and expectations. We pursue this goal through the effort of our dedicated employees by continually improving in the areas of customer service, quality, and productivity. We pride ourselves on not only being a pillar of the manufacturing industry, but a family to our employees. J&D Tube Benders, the fastest name in tube line fabrication.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
The Evergreens send 6, 7, and 8 in their batting order up against Lucas Hager. Hager, the West starter, is still in the ballgame. Brennan Hochberger, Andrew Cotter, and Logan George to hit for Everest. Again, no panic from these Evergreens. Trailing by 3 and then by 4 runs. Kind of just chiseled away, haven't they? Again, what looks kind of weird about this game is that Wausau West and DC Everest are wearing almost the same colors. West is in that off-white, and the Evergreens are in the very bright white. I'm not sure how many of these Everest bright white uniforms have gone through the wash yet. Now, Wausau West over the years, both of these teams have had many different uniform combinations. West, remember a few years ago, had that Houston Astros look with the long, broad, horizontal stripes that said West across the front. Someone thought that was a good look. Not so much. They've had all royal blue tops, which is a look that I kind of like for Wausau West, with gold lettering and numbers. Here's Brennan Hochberger, Everest DH. Hochberger flew out to center field first time up. Inside, ball one. Everest in the 2-run third got the leadoff man aboard via a walk. Hager has walked 2 and struck out 2 so far. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike, 1-1. Again, Hager's still got the lead. He has not pitched from behind for the entire game. So if anything, he still holds the aces, and it's the Evergreens that have to produce. 1 ball and 1 strike. Leg kick. Off the plate. Tricky hop charging in at third. Bryant throws. Got him. Cohen Bryant retires Brennan Hochberger. Cotter flew out to center field his first time up. He's 0 for 1 today. We're sponsored today by Nicolet Bank. Personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicoletbank.com. Talk a little about the uniforms here. One of the books that I have at home, I've got 2 coffee table-sized baseball books. One is a book of classic ballparks, photographs from old ballparks, which is one of my favorite baseball books. And I've got a book of baseball uniforms. In fact, I got that from the bookstore at Cooperstown during a trip to the Baseball Hall of Fame. It's a ball and a strike here to Andrew Cotter. And it's got each team and then pictures of all of the team's uniform combinations through the years. And it's an old book, like there's the Washington Senators, not the Washington Nationals in this book. But it is kind of neat to flip through. Down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. And the further back in time you go, teams just had 2 combinations. White for home and gray for road. It was kind of rare for a team that had any color combination, like the Cardinals always had Cardinals in script in red. 2 balls and 1 strike. This is popped up. It's on the infield. Behind third base in foul territory, Cohen Bryant has retired Andrew Cotter. He dropped it. My goodness, he dropped it. So the at-bat's going to continue. That's got to be a foul ball? No? In fair territory. It's where the ball, not the player, is, and there's an error to put Andrew Cotter on base. My goodness. Here's Logan George. It's Wausau West's 3rd error of the afternoon and a gift for the Evergreens. Wow. Yeah, so I mean, I've looked through my book of baseball uniforms. I've got some of my favorite baseball looks. Evergreens come out with a courtesy runner here.
Courtesy runner for the Evergreens, number 33, Carter Miller.
Carter Miller will come out in courtesy run. Carter Miller figured in the pitching line, gave the Evergreens a lot of good innings of work in the Tuesday win, 5-4. Evergreens got to come from behind if they want to keep the good vibe going today. Throw over to first. Miller's back. Yeah, I've always liked the Brooklyn Dodgers. And now the LA Dodgers, they kept the same uniform look. That's a great uniform. Cubs home uniform with the pinstripe and the C for Cubbies. Got him leaning. Wow, he was almost picked off there. Wausau West is chattering like they thought the runner was picked there. They may be right. Yeah, Wausau West, if they had one, would have used an appeal. Would have wanted to go to the video on that. Still waiting for a first pitch to Logan George. Coming home, runner's not going. It's an inside-out swing. And it's a hit. Off the glove of the third baseman Cohen Bryant, but that was smacked. That's a hit. Evergreen's 4th hit of the afternoon, first and second. Pearson McDonald walked and scored. Evergreens now have the go-ahead run coming up to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. Who would have thought with the way this game started out? Wausau West plated 4 runs in the first inning. PMAC walked, stole a base, took third on a throwing error from the catcher throwing down, and then scored on Colin Ebersold's single. Only one out. Inside out swing down the right field line. And that is a fair ball. The lead runner had to hold up to see if that was going to be caught. That's just inside the foul line in right field, and the Evergreens have loaded the bases. Pearson McDonald hit safely. That ball had some hang time, but Ty Teske was unable to get to it in right field.
Now batting the left fielder, Nevin Poppy.
So to the top of the order, Nevin Poppy to hit for the Evergreens. A hit to the outfield ties the game. Extra bases could give the Evergreens the lead. Outside, ball one. That's Carter Miller, the runner at third base. Logan George is the runner at second, and Pearson McDonald at first. The Evergreens have speed on the bases, too. Nevin Poppy waits. Here's the pitch to him. Taking a strike. I agree with taking there with the bases full. Make Lucas Hager throw you strike one. Now you can swing away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, Wausau West would love a double play here. Wiggle out of this inning. Now Lucas Hager steps off. Batter asked for time, too. Big moment in this ball game. Bottom of the fourth. 1-1 pitch coming. Almost hit him. Turns Poppy back. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nowhere to put Poppy. Hager's got to come in and throw him something to hit here. Hitters count 2 balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the Wausau West lead suddenly looks shaky. That almost hit him too. Called that a strike on the inside corner. Poppy can't believe it. Had something to say to the home plate umpire about it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Home plate umpire not buying what Nevin Poppy was selling. 2-2 pitch. Someone asked for time. I think Poppy did, and it was granted. Sometimes at the high school level, when you're a teenager, you've got something to say to the home plate umpire, things don't work out for you for the rest of the at-bat. See if Nevin Poppy can bail himself out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hager comes home. Bounced off the plate to third. Got to step on the bag there, and that's it. A run will come in. Wausau West gets 1 out, but the Evergreens get 1 run closer. Poppy on a fielder's choice gets an RBI. Logan George was forced out at second. Courtesy runner comes in. A 5-4 ball game. Still runners at first and second. Colin Ebersold is 1 for 2, a hit and an RBI. Evergreens scratching and clawing their way back into this game. Now they're within a run. Who would have thunk? Colin Ebersold, first ball swinging, and it's through. The Evergreens are going to tie this game. Ebersold with a hit. The runner will come in from second base. The Evergreens complete the comeback here in the 4th inning. Ebersold is 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in.
Now batting the third baseman, Nate Langbeck.
And Everest may not be done yet. Runners on the corners here for Nate Langman. Singled his last time up. 5-5. Yeah, Colin Ebersold, that was a nice at-bat. Put the ball in play. Something good happened. Evergreens for the lead here with 2 outs. That's wild. Almost went back to the backstop. Good stop by catcher Travis Clotty. This has not been the best played baseball game of all time, certainly not, but it has been an entertaining afternoon. Tell me how this one goes now that we're tied 5 apiece. 1 ball, no strikes. Langbin caught, and the inning's over. That's a nice catch to retire Nate Langbin. The Evergreens tie it up. They leave the go-ahead run at third base. 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error, and our new score at the end of 4 innings, DC Everest 5, Wausau West 5 on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
For me, for Green Hack, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Hack gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here. I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
Welcome back to Simon Field. Top of the 5th inning, and we've got a brand new one tied 5-5. Logan Cherrick came on in the 2nd inning. He's been the star of the game. Cherrick has not been scored on since coming on in relief. Ty Teske to hit. Struck out and singled. Earlier in the week, are you up to speed with some of the decisions from the WIAA's meeting? I know we were streaming that on our Zaleski Sports channel, yes? Just off the outside corner for a ball. The WIAA considered a name, image, and likeness proposal for high school athletes. They voted it down. I've got an opinion about that. And again, it's just my opinion, so you feel free to agree or disagree. Cutter on the outside corner evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm glad that they voted this down. Why? Because there's such a difference in all the different types of high schools around Wisconsin. I mean, if you're a star football player, say in Pittsville, this is down the right field line, it is foul, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The star high school player in Pittsville is going to get a name, image, and likeness deal for free pizzas at the local pizzeria for appearing in their newspaper ad. Friday night special, buy 2, get a free topping. And yet at one of the wealthy private schools, hypothetically in the Milwaukee area, kids are going to get like off-season trips to Europe. Just because they'll have a wealthy donor who now, runs a cyber company. Popped up in foul territory, Langbin's got it. So the playing field, and we're already seeing this in college athletics, I think, would be very uneven in high school. Just using this as an example, the university school. Everybody's got money who goes to the U school, and they play great hockey. They play state championship level hockey. But they will suck up all the other good hockey players in the Milwaukee area because of name, image, and likeness. I mean, the moms and dads of kids at U school in some cases are CEOs, got lots of money. First ball swinging, diving play at third. Langbin's throw is in the dirt and late. Backed up. Good job by the catcher, Andrew Cotter, backing up that throw. Helke's got a hit on that. Yeah, hit for Marshall Helke with 1 out. And you know what? After certain games, it doesn't happen often. But sometimes our Zaleski sports people, Jason, Big Z, and Trevor, Little Z, and Mrs. Z, the only one who's trusted with the money around these Zaleski sports, sometimes we'll all get together and we'll talk about things, all things high school sports. I wonder if there are different opinions on name, image, and likeness. Mr. Conley would be a no, but again, that is one voice out of many. Ryan Schindler takes a strike. Wausau West trying to reestablish the lead. Warriors led 4-0 after the first inning and led 5-1 at one point in this game. Coming home, he's out in front of that and fouls it off. No balls, 2 strikes. Next Step Prosthetics has been providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. That's Next Step Orthotics. And you say, well, what if that's not the intention of the big, expensive, the Tony private schools around Wisconsin? Well, I'll tell you, they already do things that other smaller school districts simply can't do. Got the runner picked off. Runners caught in a rundown, tagged, out. Marshall Helke is out. 1 to 3 to 6. An out on the base paths is the second out of the inning. I remember years ago doing a Divine Savior Holy Angels soccer game, and it was during their Christmas break. And one of the sisters, who was part of the athletic department, one of the sisters is operating the scoreboard, and she says, I'm not sure how well we're going to play today. Well, Divine Savior is good in all girls' sports. They play state-level girls' basketball. Their girls' soccer team is elite, too. And she said, well, some of our players are spending Easter weekend. They're spending a part of Good Friday and Easter weekend in Paris. They're touring the religious sites in Europe. They're visiting Notre Dame before the big fire there. So tell me what the name, image, and likeness program might be for schools like that. Fouled off, no balls, 2 strikes. And again, I'm not saying that any of these schools might have plans like that, but it's a possibility. Compared to some smaller school district that's got only a couple of hundred kids in the northwestern corner of the state. So no on NIL. By the way, I'm not too impressed with it in college either. That's just me. Ryder Schindler is down, no balls and 2 strikes. After this at-bat, I'll tell you about the other thing that the WIAA decided on that I agree with. That's outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. They said yes to allowing video review of player ejections, which means a lot of our Zaleski sports feeds are going to be reviewed by the WIAA. Hello, guys. My name's Chris. I'm glad we could speak together. Bounced off the plate and foul up the third base side. And you know what? I agree with that. If a player, for instance, gets thrown out of a game for what's determined to be a dirty play, and there's video of it, why not take a closer look at it? Because those are decisions in one game that could carry over to how the next game is played. I'm thinking again of hockey, where if a player's got too many checking from behind penalties or has got too many 5-minute majors in hockey, they get suspended for future games. Fouled off down the first base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases are now empty, and there's 2 outs. Logan Cherrick working on Ryder Schindler. And you know what? A lot of I'll use checking from behind again in hockey as an example. A lot of times when you look at the replay or even slow things down, what you thought was a pretty obvious call is not as cut and dry as you thought it was. So if the video is there, I say why not use it? Just outside. Logan Cherrick was 1 step towards the dugout, thinking he just ended the inning there. Instead, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the WIAA years ago had already opened the door to limited video review. In state playoff hockey, here's a fly ball to center. Pearson McDonald a step back. He's got that one, and the inning comes to a close. More on video review when we come back for the bottom of the 5th inning. West had a runner picked off at first base and does not score. It's tied 5-5. DC Everest and Wausau West on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Welcome back to Simon Field. I'm Chris Conley. Bottom of the 5th is on. The Evergreens have clawed back into a tie game here. 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order. Jake Versimak, Cole Van Slyke, and Brennan Hochberger to hit for the Evergreens against Lucas Hager. Before we went to break between innings, the situation where the WIAA already allows video review is in state championship games, in hockey, goal or no goal, and in basketball, whether a shot beat the clock, say at the end of the first half or at the end of the second half. And that makes sense. Those state games are all on TV. There's video of all of that. So, I mean, hypothetically, if a state basketball game comes down to a buzzer-beating shot, you'd want to take a closer look to make sure we're crowning the right champion, right? Of course you would. Lucas Hager has gone the distance so far for Wausau West. Jake Versimak grounded out and walked. Let's see, I believe we have a new catcher in the game for Wausau West. Versimak takes strike one. This is number 4, who we don't have on our roster. No, beg your pardon. That is Joe Gravine, who is now catching. Joe Gravine, number 1, not number 4. And Jake Versimak gets on after being hit by that pitch. The go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 5th inning goes down to first base. Cole Van Slyke is 0 for 2, ready to hit for the Evergreens. And that said, whenever we talk about all things WIAA, regulating high school sports in any state, boy, that's a thankless job. There are opinions for and against on every decision that you make. I get that. Cole Van Slyke is squaring to bunt, gave that away early, and Lucas Hager didn't come set yet, so he just steps off the rubber. Looking to bunt again, Van Slyke bunts it back to the screen, strike one. I mean, you know what's always on the WIAA's radar? Recruiting enough game officials. This will be the 3rd year in a row that the Everest football team will play their first 2 games on Thursday night. And teams have been told, schedule some Thursday games or Saturday afternoon games if you can, because that spreads around the football officiating crews. 0-1. Let's see if Cole Van Slyke's being asked to bunt again. Nope, the bunt is off. It's hit on the ground to the right side. First baseman with a diving stop, off his glove, loose in the infield. Everybody's safe. First baseman had to dive here. I think that's a hit. I agree. Looking around here in the press box, everyone agrees. And the Evergreens have first and second with nobody out. Brennan Hochberger to hit now. If the Evergreens with a runner on first were ready to bunt, now at first and second, I bet Hochberger is going to bunt again. All eyes on Coach Dave Langman. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Pitcher steps off. Of course, one of the unseen things in baseball, that if you're a runner on base, you have to keep your eyes until the whole sequence of signs is complete by the third base coach. If you take your eyes off, they'll know the bunt is on. Looking to bunt here. This is pushed up the first base side. That's a fair ball, a successful sacrifice. First baseman handled that. Evergreens trade an out for putting 2 in scoring position. It was Ty Teske who has come in to play first base. Teske unassisted. Here's a big spot for Andrew Cotter. Cotter was going to be retired by a pop-out that was dropped by the third baseman his last time up. A hit brings in 2 and gives the Evergreens the lead. Just high, ball 1. West has no one throwing in their bullpen. That may just mean that their next pitcher is playing in the field somewhere. 1 ball, no strikes. Hager to Cotter. Boy, that looked like a pretty good pitch, too. Judged to be just off the outside corner. It's 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out. Second and third. Go-ahead runners on the pond for the Evergreens here. 2-0 pitch. Off the plate. A lot of English on it. Foul ball. I think that's a foul ball. No, the umpire says fair and safe at first base. I thought the English on that ball carried it into foul territory. Again, the home plate umpire is so much closer than us. And Cotter legs it out to first base. That's an infield hit for the Evergreens catcher, Andrew Cotter. And the bases are loaded. My goodness. Right, we're saying here in the press box, catcher with that ball had so much spin on it, would have gone into foul territory. Jake Versamax at third, Cole Van Slyke at second, and Andrew Cotter at first for Logan George. Looking to flip the script right now. In at first and third, back at double play depth at short and second. Logan George takes strike one. What a crazy ball game today. Again, that's not an error on that play, but that counts as a mental miscue, doesn't it? Sure it does. 0-1 pitch. Strike two. So Lucas Hager is pounding the zone right now to Logan George, who's 1 for 2 today. Double play ends the inning. Pitcher's friend and Howe. 0-2 pitch. Put in play, and it's down. The Evergreens get a run. Everest takes the lead. Again, a hit for Logan George? Let's see. Hit him in the chest. I think that's an error there. Yeah, an error. A run comes in, and the Evergreens, who would have thought, take the lead. Still loaded here for Pearson McDonald. Evergreens looking for more. Still only one out. Pearson McDonald is yet to be retired. Single and a walk. Takes a strike. Again, what are we looking for Pearson McDonald? Put the ball in play. You know, it's hard to hold the lead when you make 4 errors in the field, and West got 4 errors and counting so far in this game. 0-1 pitch. Played at second base. Get the runner. That's a double play, I think. No. Thrown away. They get only 1 out on the fly. Wild throw from the second baseman to the first baseman, and a run comes in. A 5th error. So Pearson McDonald lines out to the second baseman, who then throws wild to first base, and another run comes in. E4. And it's 7-5. Two more runs for the Evergreens, 7-5. Nevin Poppy to hit now, with runners at second and third. Evergreens, I think, want a courtesy runner in this spot. Out comes Carter Miller to be the courtesy runner. A hit to the outfield just blows this game open for the Evergreens. Off the pitcher's mound. Pitcher's got it and will throw over to first. The inning comes to an end. Who would have thought that the Evergreens would have the lead in this ball game? 2 runs in, they break a 5-5 tie and now lead 7-5. 5 innings complete and a wild one at Simon Field on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating, but with Access Insurance, you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
I'll tell you what, this is why coaches make the big money. The Evergreens are opting for a pitching change, and Logan Cherrick has been tremendous in this ballgame. Cherrick is out after working 3 2/3 innings in relief. Logan George is the new pitcher for the Evergreens, which means that the Evergreens need a new second baseman, and that'll be George Jablonski. Jablonski, a junior, now at second base. Yeah, Logan Cherrick in relief was tremendous. I'll give you his pitching line in just a moment. Cherrick, 3 2/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, picked off a runner, no runs, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. Yeah, Logan Cherrick restored order to this game and gave the Evergreens the breathing room they needed to complete this comeback. Logan Cherrick stands to be the winning pitcher if Wausau West doesn't have a comeback of their own.
Second base for the Evergreens, number 16, George Jablonski.
The worm could still turn in this game, don't you think? Brennan Fictum to lead off. 9-1-2 for Wausau West, and now the top of the 6th inning. We're brought to you by S.C. Swiderski. An S.C. Swiderski apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to S.C. Swiderski. They'll make you feel right at home. SCSwiderski.com for more information. Again, Logan George takes the mound, right-hander, staked to a 2-run lead, 7-5. First pitch, ball 1. I think that Colin Ebersol would still be available for the Evergreens if they want to use a closer in the 7th. Ebersol was on the mound when the final outs came yesterday. Sidearm swinging delivery, and that's inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, 100% employee-owned. Taking there, and it's a ball. The afternoon starts off with a walk to put Fictum on first base. Tony Ifendano flew out his last time up. 2 line drives before that, reached on an error over the center fielder's head and in and out of his glove, and a double. Ifendano's been a dangerous bat for Wausau West. He represents the tying run in this back-and-forth game. First pitch there is way up high. Logan George is probably 1 or 2 more balls from someone visiting the mound. Up high again, 2 balls and no strikes. First 6 pitches from Logan George are out of the strike zone. And right on cue, here comes the visit. Josh Nielsen, the pitching coach, will make this trip. So Nielsen's going to talk more about mechanics. He's not going to come out and make a pitching change here. We're sponsored by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans, leases, crop insurance, tax, and records, they have you covered. Contact Ag Country, Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Not a long visit at all. Yeah, if I'm Wausau West, granted, you've given up a pretty big lead. But this game doesn't feel like it's over. This game could tilt in either direction. 2 balls and no strikes here. And that's up high, too. 3 balls and no strikes. Ifendano waiting. Take a pitch here. Takes a pitch, and it's ball 4. So back-to-back walks. Logan George has yet to throw a strike. And the Evergreens, that's going to be it. Pitching change. Logan George walks the first two batters. And I believe that Colin Ebersold is ready to take over for the Evergreens. I don't know, someone's coming in from the outfield. Nevin Poppy will take over in this spot. Not sure who the baseball is going to belong to. Colin Ebersold, new pitcher for the Evergreens. So Logan George faces two batters, does not throw a strike. And his afternoon comes to a quick end. Colin Ebersold, a senior, coming on now. Let's see. Because Ebersold had been the shortstop, Nate Langman moves from third base to second. Someone new will be playing third base. We'll identify that someone when the Evergreens go back into the field. Nevin Poppy comes in from the outfield, from left field, to play third base. That means someone else will be in the outfield. The Evergreens will have a new left fielder. Logan George stays in the game and moves to left field. This is confusing. And again, hindsight is 20/20. With the Evergreens have been happier with Logan Cherrick, who pitched so well in relief, running him back out there in the sixth. This is an opportunity for Wausau West. Trailing by 2, the first two runners in the sixth are on base via walks. We're sponsored by Foundation Finance. Now's your chance to work with a company that understands growth. Foundation Finance has grown every year since they started in 2012. Make the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits that start from day one. Foundation Finance. Let's see if Colin Ebersold is ready to go. We saw Ebersold as a tough-luck loser in the 8-inning, 1-0 game to Spash. That was a fabulously pitched afternoon of baseball. That one run that came around the bottom of the 8th, put on by a hit batter. It's always something like that in the close games, isn't it? I believe that this will be Ebersold's last warm-up toss. He's kind of a side-armer, and now we're ready to go. Travis Clotty, who's 1 for 3, will hit here. Evergreen's catcher Andrew Cotter with a conversation. Boy, this pitching change feels like it's taken forever. Senior to senior speaking here. And again, if Wausau West is going to beat you, make them put the ball in play. All right, Ebersold ready to work to Clotty. Looking to bunt. Pulls it back. It's a strike on the outside corner. Yeah, with nobody out, West likes the sacrifice in this spot, trying to move 2 into scoring position. Those are the tying runs at first and second base, trying to move them up to second and third. The bunt is on again, and it's bunted foul. And the runner strays from second to throw down, safe. West already has a picked off base runner, so the Warriors have already made one out on the bases. Can't afford any more now that we're in the late innings. Just funny how the pressure in this game has changed. It was on the Evergreens before. Had to claw back and take a lead in this game. Now it's up to Wausau West. They have to produce in this spot. No balls and 2 strikes. Clotty probably hits away in this spot. Ebersold, sidearm slinging, and it's a ground ball to second. Tag the runner, throw to first, not in time. 1 out. Clotty on a fielder's choice. Ifendano is erased at second base. Here's Joe Gravine. The 2 runners on base are there via walks. Well, they forced one at second. Fictum at second, Clotty at first. Beg your pardon, first and third here. First and third for Gravine. First ball swinging just outside. Ball one. Again, Wausau West figuring they got to get something out of this. With that runner on third, the Evergreens still play the infield back. So the Evergreens would concede a run on a ground ball. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local, family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Elite Auto Care, Schofield Avenue, Schofield. 2-0, sidearms slinging down low. 3 balls and no strikes. In this 7-5 game, that's the tying run at first base and the go-ahead run at the plate for the Warriors, who are trying to re-rally in this one. Inside, gets away from the catcher, and a run will score. It's a wild pitch, well inside. Ebersol didn't like how the runner came in and tried to take him out at home plate. 7-6. And Jackson Albee, the best bat in the Wausau West lineup, comes up here. Tying run on second base for Albee. A single, a walk, and a strikeout.
Courtesy run for the Warriors, number 33, Ethan Sillers.
Ethan Sillers will courtesy run at first base. In what is now a 7-6 game. 1 out. Ebersol versus Albee, senior to senior. First ball swinging, swing and a miss. Albee just looks like he's going to be an all-conference player, doesn't he? Sure does. Plays a great defensive center field. Waiting on an 0-1 pitch. Hit to the outfield will tie this game again in all likelihood. Fouled off. No balls and 2 strikes. Can Ebersol win this battle against Albee? And Wausau West doesn't have a hit in this inning. 3 walks. Off-speed pitch. Fly ball on the infield. Infield fly rule is called here, and Nate Langman makes the catch. First and second, or first, second, and third with less than 2 outs. Infield fly rule. That is the second out of the inning. Here's Cohen Bryant. 2 outs. Wausau West right now is still 1 run short. Again, this is the opportunity. Cohen Bryant needs a hit to the outfield in this spot. Sacrificed, reached on an error, has an RBI. First ball swinging, chopped foul. Evergreens are probably happy that that landed in foul territory. That would have been a tough throw. Yeah, for Nevin Poppy, who's subbed in from the outfield to third base. Instead, it's just strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch coming home. And popped up. Caught. The inning is over. The Evergreens lead is still good. Pop up on the infield brings the inning to a close. 3 walks and a wild pitch brought in a run. Wausau West is within 1 run. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th. Our new score is 7-6 on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
For me, for Green Heck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Heck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here. I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
We are back as we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Evergreens have 2, 3, and 4 in their batting order. Colin Ebersold, Nate Langbin, and Jake Versamak. This was a 7-5 Everest lead. It's been halved to 7-6. What's the word on everyone's lips in the Everest dugout? Insurance run. And we're brought to you by Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com. Find the agent that's right for you. Colin Ebersold's got 2 hits and is looking to get himself a save. He'll likely go back out in the 7th inning. So what we're determining now is what will Wausau West need to keep the game going? Evergreens have used 4 pitchers in today's game, trying to squeak out a win. 1-0 inside to Ebersold. 2 balls, no strikes. The 1 run in the visitors' half of the 6th inning charged to Logan George, who faced only 2 batters. Walked them both. Ebersold here at 2-0, probably taking. And a base runner would suit the Evergreens just fine. And he is taking inside, 3-0. Rotographic Printing is Wausau's graphic printing expert. Your business can always depend on the finest customer service, ensuring your project is done right. They'll set you apart from the competition. Sales literature, product design, brand building. For your next graphics printing need, look to Rotographics Printing, 80th Street in Wausau. Taking a strike there, 3-1 to Colin Ebersold. Probably hitting away in this spot. Leading off the bottom of the 6th. And he is indeed hitting. And he's got himself, Colin Ebersold's got a 3-hit afternoon. Who's the only kid today in the 3-hit club? Colin Ebersold, who's on first base. Since Ebersold is going to be the pitcher in the 7th inning, I bet a courtesy runner is going to pop out of the Everest dugout here. Nate Langbin to hit. Or not. Langbin's 1 for 3. First ball swinging, and Langbin puts that into the gap. Here comes the insurance run that the Evergreens are looking for. Langbin's got a double. Ebersold comes all the way around from first base. 8-6. Big smash for Nate Langbin. Just contributing in different ways. Got to tell you, that run hurts Wausau West. They get within 1 run, and the first 2 batters reach, and the Evergreens get the run back. I'll tell you what, if the Evergreens hold on and close this game out, and again, the script here is not written yet, this Everest dugout is going to explode onto the field when the final out comes. But, I mean, it's baseball. You got to get all the outs. All the outs are not in our scorebook yet. Jake Versamak takes inside for a ball. Looking ahead to West's 7th, 6, 7, and 8 in their batting order are due up to hit. What a crazy game we've had today. Fly ball to center. Albee makes the catch. Runner does not advance. There's the first out. West needed it. Here's Cole Van Slyke. Singled his last time up, 1 for 3 today. Trying to pick up Nate Langbin from second base. Again, if I was going to pick a star of the game right now for the Evergreens, it'd be reliever Logan Cherrick, who worked 3 2/3 innings and was not scored upon. First ball swinging, reaching out, and it's down to center field. The Evergreens big turn, but do not try and score the run. But the throw was not cut off, and Cole Van Slyke advances to second base. Got to hit the cutoff man there. Van Slyke with a hit. It's not a run-scoring hit, but there are runners at second and third now. Cole Van Slyke's been a gamer today. Brennan Hochberger ready to hit.
Number 6, Brennan Hochberger.
Evergreen's got to have the killer instinct here. There's only one out. Runners at second and third. A hit that brings in 2 is probably the haymaker in this ballgame. Probably a knockout blow. See if Hochberger can deliver it. First pitch, first ball swinging. Third baseman's got it. Stepped on the bag, but there's no force there. Evergreens have a runner in the rundown. Langman is going to be tagged out. He stayed in the rundown long enough so that the runners could advance back to second and third. No run scores there.
Number 24, Andrew Cotter.
And here comes Andrew Cotter. So it's a fielder's choice. Cole Van Slyke did advance to third base, and Brennan Hochberger got down to second. So that's good base running from the Evergreens. Here's Andrew Cotter. West is going to need at least 2 runs in the visitors' half of the 7th. And the Evergreens want to dig that hole for the Warriors a little bit deeper. Cotter hit safely his last time up. There's a strike. Big comeback today for the Evergreens. If you're not familiar with high school baseball, we play 7-inning games. We're in the bottom of the 6th now. That's up high, 1-1. Yep, our game right now is at the 2-hour mark. And you know what? Despite all the runs that have been scored, all the crazy plays, and the not-so-good fielding in this game, 5 errors for Wausau West, 2 for DC Everest. Gets away from the catcher, a run's coming in. Wild pitch, scores the runner from third base. Trail runner also moves up from second to third. So with that runner moving up to third base, Cotter's still got an RBI opportunity here at 2 balls and 1 strike. There are 2 outs. Now 9-6. Fly ball, right field, out of play, foul ball.
Took out the sunroof. It shattered the sunroof on that car.
My goodness, that hit the car beyond the chain link fence. And there will be indeed a call to the insurance agent. Hello, Mr. Whatever, XYZ Insurance. You won't believe what happened to my car. Send the bill to Andrew Cotter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think that fan will park somewhere else for the month of May for the rest of the baseball season. 2-2. Actually, that was a moving car? Really? Wow. I've got a lot of good eyes up here in the press box. Count is 3-2 to Cotter. Coming home. Strike 3, the inning is over. But the Evergreens tack on 2 insurance runs. What was a 1-run lead is now a 3-run lead. 9-6. Last at-bats for Wausau West. To the top of the 7th we go when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
I'm Karen from the Hearing House. Ignoring hearing loss can have many negative effects on your body and your life. Even if you don't realize it, it can affect your mind, your relationships, the way you feel, the way you act, your activities. Hearing loss is so much more than not hearing what people are saying. That's why at the Hearing House we're so passionate about what we do, because we see the changes in people's lives.
So call us if you're ready to find out if we can help you.
Make your house a hearing house.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
The Evergreens are bidding to sweep the season series from Wausau West. They were 5-4 winners on Tuesday, a game where West also had the lead, couldn't hold it. And now Colin Ebersold's looking to get the final 3 outs here in the top of the 7th with the Evergreens 9-6 leaders right now. Let's see, Wausau West led 4-0 in this game and led 5-1. Evergreens got 2 runs in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th innings. 2 runs in each of those frames. Here's Ty Teskey, 1 for 3. West needs some base runners. Again, Colin Ebersold would not be the winning pitcher in this game. That would go to Logan Sherrick. Could be in a spot for a save. Righty to a left-handed batter. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Colin Ebersold will have recorded saves in both of the Wausau West games this year for Everest if he can get these last 3 outs. This is a fly ball to left field, out of play. A long strike 2. Again, our next DC Everest baseball game is coming up on Monday. It's a makeup game from a rainout earlier in the year against the Wausau East Lumberjacks. Evergreens and Lumberjacks here at Simon Field on Monday. 0-2 pitch, outside 1-2. See Tom Magnuson coaching. No outs, top of the 7th. 1-2 pitch, side-armed inside, 2-2. We're brought to you by Culligan Water. Get Culligan Water for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Checked his swing. I think he held up. They go to appeal down to first. No, did not go. Pitch was judged to be just off the outside corner. Evergreens thinking that could have been a called strike instead of on the check swing. Count evens at 2-2. Coming home, inside out swing, and there's a leadoff base runner on a hit to right field. Beg your pardon, hit to left field. Ty Teskey's aboard. Everest Athletic Director Mike Matthews was not with us for the middle innings, must have come back and said, what's happened here? Says, no, he was out and about among the crowd here at Simon Field. Here's Marshall Helke, 2 for 3 today. At the knees, strike 1. You know, the leadoff single brings the tying run to the on-deck circle. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and fouled back, 0-2. We're brought to you by J&D Tube Benders in the Weston Industrial Park. They're a certified custom manufacturer and distributor of tubes, tubing, and tube assemblies. A family-owned business may be the perfect place to consider the next step in your career. Looking for a change? Apply at J&D Tube Benders. Their website online, jdtube.com. Pitcher's spot here at no balls and 2 strikes. Down low, 1-2. Runner does not advance. You're not going to try and steal with that runner at first base here. Can't afford an out on the bases in this spot. Ebersold comes check, ready to come home. Just missed high, 2-2. Close, but that was high. It was up above the letters. On the field for post-game coverage, you bet. Stay right here on Zaleski Sports. Swing and a miss. Got him. Colin Ebersol wins that battle against Marshall Helke. A strikeout, and the runner does not advance. Ryder Schindler, who is 0 for 3 today, will hit. Again, he's in the number 8 spot in the West batting order. Double play would send Everest fans home happy here. At the knees, strike one. Schindler's not a particularly big kid, so this is a tight strike zone that Colin Ebersol is throwing to here. Off the plate. This will be a tough play. The Evergreens let that roll foul. Yeah, Nevin Poppy knew that he's happier with that in foul territory. No balls and 2 strikes. Boy, there's a lesson in this game. There's a lesson in every game, isn't there? Fall behind early. There's still a lot of baseball left to be played, and the Evergreens have sure made that play out today. Gave up the 4 runs in the first inning, but have kept battling back. Here's a high hop to second. Going to get the force here? Yes, there's the second out on the bases. Jablonski, the second baseman, waited on that and got it over to Langman, who's now at shortstop. It's the second out. The Warriors are down to their final out. Wausau West has only won 1 game this season, and this would be a tough loss for them. Yeah, neither team has played very good defense today, but the Warriors have 5 errors in this game. Not winning baseball. Down low for a ball. Logan Cherrick stands to be the winning pitcher. 3 2/3 innings in relief. That bounces around. Runner stays at first base, doesn't advance. Fictum today has walked. It's the only time he's been on base. Walked and scored a run in the 6th inning. Officially 0 for 2. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a strike, 2-1. A win today moves the Evergreens to 6-3 on the year and gets them above 500 in Valley Conference play. They'll be 3-2 in league competition. 2-1, just outside. 3 balls and a strike. Tony Ifendano, the leadoff hitter for Wausau West, is on deck, which is why, all things being equal, Colin Ebersol would like to come back and win this battle and end the game right here. 3-1 pitch. Taking, popped up to first base. Caught by Cole Van Slyke. Ball game over. The Evergreens trailed 4-0 and 5-1. In a never-say-die ball game, they come back for a 9-6 win. Evergreens with 9 runs on 11 hits and 2 errors. Wausau West, 6 runs, 8 hits, and 5 errors. Logan Cherrick is the winning pitcher. The loss goes to Lucas Hager. And a save for Colin Ebersol. Back with a happy recap in just a moment. Post-game coverage brought to you by Merrill Steel. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply today at merrillsteel.com. That concludes our play-by-play coverage today. A comeback win for the Evergreens, 9-6, to sweep the season series over Wausau West. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us today on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Post-game coverage from Simon Field. The Evergreens come from behind to win a crazy game, 9-6. They sweep the season series from Wausau West. Coach down 4-0 in the first inning, and the first inning looked ugly. I mean, there were misplayed balls, bases not being covered, like the team was sleepwalking there, but yet the team settled down and came back.
That might be the understatement of the year right there. We were absolutely not ready to play, and to their credit, they came roaring back and they did a great job thanks to Logan Sherrick getting out there and throwing some. It's not that Dvorak didn't do a great job. It's just we got to make plays. We're dropping pop-ups, and that just can't happen in this game.
Sure, Dvorak had to really get 6 outs in that first innings. I mean, that was just the way it worked. And yet there's a huge amount of baseball left. I give the team a lot of credit, first of all, for turning around. The quality of play got better as the game, and in this kind of sloppy game, the team that was playing better in the middle and late innings was the team that was going to win.
Yeah, I'd go right back to Logan Sherrick coming in and shutting the door. You know, that was 100% on him. He came in through strikes, had him off balance, and you know what? He kept us right where we needed to be, and our hitters took advantage of it and changed the momentum and changed everything for the game, and turned out well for us.
We'll talk with Logan Sherrick in just a moment. You just kind of thought the team that settled down and got into a groove was going to have a huge advantage, and it was Everest.
Yeah, it definitely turned out that way, and I'm glad our guys settled into the game, and you know, and were able to come back and do a great job.
Coach, congratulations on the win today.
Thank you.
Spend some time with Logan Sherrick, the left-hander. You probably weren't expecting to see the level of work that you had today.
Yeah, it was definitely cut out for me in the beginning of the game, but happens once in a while, so you just gotta cheer your team up and get them back on the right track.
Logan, your pitching line is great today. You worked 3 2/3 innings. You gave up that sacrifice fly, and that was the only run you allowed out there. Did you feel that that you were going to be in a groove today?
From my pitching coach, Josh Nielsen, he's taught me to just calm down and just roll with the punches, you know.
I thought putting up the zeros in the middle innings was huge for Everest. What was the mood in the dugout? Because Everest kept chipping away. I mean, down 4-0, down 5-1, and yet the team kept putting up runs each at bat.
We try to stay positive in the dugout and just try and cheer on your team, but I try to separate myself from those guys and just stay locked in.
Logan Sherrick, in a long relief inning appearance, gets the win today. The Evergreens are 9-6 winners over Wausau West. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's going to wrap up our post-game coverage today. Again, the Evergreens take 2 this week from the Wausau West Warriors and improve in conference to 3-2 on the season. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports. Logan, look up there and say your name and say you're in the house.
My name's Logan Sherrick. I'm in the house.
Thanks a lot. Congratulations. You're great today.